dropping there, looking to contest those early game Fireflies. And of course, if you're CDY from Wolves there, you're playing Tarka, you absolutely have to contest those early game Fireflies to find success. You need to find early and mid-game eliminations and take those isolated 1v1s to really lock some players down, because as soon as you come to the third-party situation and you find yourself without your F or your ultimate on target, you are in a pretty bad spot. T225 here off to a start into OUG's Mike with the blue armor, blue dagger in the back pocket here, trying to chase down T225 on the white armor. T225 going to go down below Mike, looking for it, but T225 doing a really good job of kind of breaking some ankles here. Mike, we'll see where T225 is. T225 still looking for some loot, potentially trying to find that blue armor before they take the engagement. We cut over to WBG's Spider and XCG's Wang Liang. Spider there with the fan. There we go. We're going to see the F being invested into the ult off of WBG's Spider. He's going to connect onto two players, but it's XCG's Wang Liang who gets caught out here. He will only be able to get the scale rush, but we do see some damage coming in from Railgun as well. The armor swap coming through, but the R&B off the fan going to pick up the elimination there onto Wang Liang, and now WBG Spider looking to turn their attention onto Railgun. About as action coming in for the third party as well. Spider not wanting to give up this elimination, and this is what we talked about. Spider going to come in very, very aggressive. The ult going to land onto both players. They're both looking to lock each other down. Spider could find both of these eliminations. He gets action, goes to turn on to Railgun, finds the R&B, just needs another hit here. He does have the F to invest when Railgun looks to come in on him, and Spider could find the follow-up off of that. There it is. Spider doesn't even need the F. Spider with 3 eliminations off the rip. What did I say, ladies and gentlemen? Spider going to be coming in off the high of game number 1 and playing quite aggressively. OUG's Mike going to be taking out Makele's T225.
Oh my goodness. We need to send WBG Spider to church. That was the dirtiest thing I have seen. That double stun. He goes, haha, I got you guys all sleepwalking. Takes out 1, takes out 2. Absolute phenomenal play from WBG Spider, kicking off the game with that same energy he brought in to game number 1. And that's what we love to see, the consistency coming out here. Already on 20 or 19 points. Very, very close. He's closing in on that 30-point threshold. As we're taking a look, not too many other players have gotten kills so far into the game. T225 on 1, Verse on 1, and AS on 1, as these other players are starting to spread out more and more after these initial bloodbath fights are happening. Seeing that Spider picking up 3 kills already is just absolutely insane. As we're going to take a look now closer to the Sun Wings rest, where you're going to see CDY fighting against JDG's Verse. The F2 is going to come out on from Verse. Wolf CDY getting that gray armor swap, backing out of the blue armor just to give him a bit of a boost, but now the gray is all gone. We're going to see him trying to overhold with those purple dual blades. If he's able to land that overhold charge off, he is going to be able to do so much damage, but JDG's Verse has his number with the dagger here, and there we go. CDY ready to come out on an attack with the Tarka ult, but JDG's Verse just has an answer to every play. We're seeing the F2 come out again, able to push CDY far enough back to give him that space to get out of there. We're seeing the armor swap coming through, and now WBG Spider entering into the mix again. An uppercut into the ult gets 2 players as DRG Spong trying to join into this mess is going to end up coming through and getting charmed on by WBG Spider right away. Spider picking up another kill as CDY as well is going to go down. DRG Spang going to get hit with the charm as well again. Fung here now. Going to just hold still for the meantime. We're going to see him go into the charge attack, but Fung now bringing out the Shio ultimate is going to be fighting against WBG Spider. This is going to get interesting though. Fung with no life back is going to use that ability to dash up over to where Spider is, taking out most of his shield. We're going to see staff versus spear fight here on the tree. These terrain fights are going to get very interesting as Spider's just going to go up the top for a reset.
Oh my goodness, Spider here off to such of a tear. Speaking of it, Spider only needs 4 more eliminations in first place finish to go ahead and cross that 30-point threshold. He has 4 eliminations before we head into stage 2 here, and he's not even used his resurrection left. He can continue to pressure these fights as hard as he wants to for the next couple of seconds here and look to find maybe a 5th elimination before heading towards that realm of Yang. KLA's T225 here on the chase with EWG's Arano inside Celestra. No surprises here to see a lot of the players start to push towards Celestra. This is something that we always see, players not opting to drop into Celestra so that there is more loot there as they look to come into Celestra to potentially find third parties and the ability to break ankles while they stay on the move. WBG Spider here trading blows, looking to back away, wants to get out of the zone as the zone slowly pushes. We see DRG's Fang just kind of chilling nearby in the zone. It is zone 1, not a lot of damage going to be coming through. We're going to take a look. WBG Spider definitely going to be looking to head into this realm of Yang here. DRG's Fang heading towards 1 as well. Wolf CDY and Jail's AS out in the storm. Wolf CDY trying to break away from AS, and AS continuing to keep the chase going deeper and deeper into the zone. We see Alliance's Frosted is heading towards the realm of Yang as well, and a lot of these other players deep on the south side of the map. Wolves here, really no place to go as AS keeps the pressure up onto him. He does get to break away now and start heading back towards the edge of the zone, but this is a difficult situation to be in. He can't stop to pull a pot here, and there we go. We're going to see the heel cut coming through, which means Wolves can't even take a pot until he gets inside the zone, and it continues to tick down over and over again. If he goes down here, that is going to be it. I do believe he was already eliminated, so he has to make it to the edge of the zone. Looks like he will make it in. AS looking to find some of those pistol shots, though. Wolves needs to find a way to break these ankles, though, to get a reset. AS gonna let him go, so CDY and Wolves here will live to fight another day, but he definitely will not be heading into this realm of Yang with no ultimate available to his name here. This is going to be a difficult lobby for him on Tarka as he hasn't been able to find any early game success. Look at all these players here trying to fight over there. Spider going to use the F to guarantee he gets inside of it here. Knocks away so many players. Is going to be heading head-to-head here with DRG's Fang inside your first realm of Yang.
And this matchup is going to be crazy. We see Feng with the blue dagger already. This is the signature weapon. We see him going into all of these realm of Yangs and playing most of the game with just a master at the dagger here. Oh my goodness, Spider coming out with the 1-2-3 here, trying to go for the same move again. We're gonna see the Tessa Charm hit onto Fang before he's able to bring the ultimate. Fang, the one player who was running that F1 ability here, as we're gonna see him get that overhead and the elimination. Clean cut kill. That F1 not able to do very much for him after he was Tessa charmed, stunned, and enchanted. Now he is going to have to find himself a Soul Bloom Essence unless he's got someone stashed somewhere. I don't think he has picked up an elimination this game, though, so it could be very difficult for him to find that kill. WG Spider going to walk away with that gold spear. He's probably going to end up changing that over to the fam. DRG's Fung looking for a Soul Bloom is going to be able to pick up a bounty to guarantee a location on one of these players. Is going to probably try and end up taking away the life of Wolves CDY, who is the least scaled player in the game right now. So it could be an interesting matchup to see how that fight's going to turn out. But we're flipping over now to the ACOS in the lobby. It's Railgun running away from KLA's T225 right now. Looks like Railgun doesn't want to engage too quickly into this fight. He knows he's at a disadvantage to these Tessas. We're going to have to see what his game plan turns out to be, but he could just be trying to survive for now. Frostavis lost his realm of Yang, so is going to need to get a Soul Bloom himself. JDG's verse on the other side of this canal. We are going to see Frostavis try to grapple into him, takes a few musket shots. We're going to see the Storm Stride as well coming out from him, dealing a little bit of damage onto Verse. The range shots coming up close. We're going to see the F2 get invested, but the terrain not allowing him to chase Frostavis down more. It's going to be dagger versus dagger in this fight, as we're going to see him charge up, gets the upper slash, as we are going to see the Shio ult coming out now. JDG's Verse trying to go for a parry, but the Clanks and the Storm Stride just dealing so much damage, even while the Shio's in ult. We're going to see Frostavis now going to send the Wisps out, trying to grapple onto Verse. Is going to try and go for the parry. Ults out himself now, is going to try and get these Wisps. If he does it, it's going to be game over for JDG's Verse, but it looks like he's going to be able to get it. But oh, the F2 comes out. JDG's Verse able to back away. It was almost done for him, but the terrain absolutely griefing Frostavis' charged attack, and JDG's Verse able to get almost a complete reset. No ultimates on the table now. They are going to try and fight. Huge parry coming up from Frostavis, able to weapon swap and get that parry punish with the purple dagger, dealing so much more damage. The F2 coming out again. F-Wisps invested from Frostavis is going to throw him out. Doesn't catch Verse, but the Storm Stride combined with the pistol, Frostivus got the Soul Bloom back in this game, ladies and gentlemen.
Huge play from Frostivus there. Absolutely clean as we cut over to EWG's Arano and Balda's Action going head-to-head here. Arano already with the ult invested, gets the charm. Action, nothing they can do, even with the ult open. This is what we're talking about. This is why we're seeing Tessa and Temi come through, because they just hard counter. Sheol with the ult up. Doesn't matter if you're enchanted or caught in a Temi Wisp. That first instance of damage, you cannot stop it when you're that low. It just does not matter. You eat a charge attack, you go down or cut back to OUG's Mike now. Mike off to another poor start here for himself. Still locked in on all blues. No eliminations under his belt. This is not the game he's looking for at all. TES Railgun here on the Akos, no eliminations for himself. Did get eliminated fairly early into the game here. Stuck on a white fan for movement and blue armor. Not where you want to be on Akos. OUG's Mike gonna come in. Railgun gonna completely miss the F2. I'm not even sure what Railgun was thinking there. Mike had already long since tap dodged away before he invested the F. He doesn't even get the hit there for the damage reduction. So Railgun now on the move. He's gonna find a set of blue armor there. Look to break away. OUG's Mike are gonna swap to the cannon and turn their attention over to some of these other players looking to pick something up. WBG Spider here, just chilling on the backside of the map. Smart plays from Spider. He's got 5 eliminations. He just needs to take this to late game. He could aggressively pressure this and look for the 8 eliminations that he needs to go ahead and get over that 30-point threshold at the end of game 2. But he doesn't really need to, right? Like, he can just lock this down, play for a big point game here, and then there's no way by the end of game 3 that he doesn't have the 30 points before anybody else. Over to KLA's T225 inside the Realm of Yang, just getting blitzed through. Wang Liang with the perfect tap dodge timing there through the ult as well. T225 just gets absolutely destroyed, but it looks like he does have a bloom stash somewhere, because he has already cleansed that Yang depletion. We're going to take a look. We're getting ready to head into our second set of Realms of Yang. Spider is going to get a Yang for free here. He's in such a good position. I do believe he has a Soul Bloom stashed as well, given he has 5 eliminations under his belt. A couple of these other players looking to pressure towards some of these other, but Spider completely on the other side of the map here. This is huge for him. He knows where players are going to be looking to pressure after this Realm of Yang. He doesn't have to fight any before it, but it looks like UG's Mike going to come in and try to contest Spider for it, but it's very likely we're going to see Spider do exactly what he did at the last Realm of Yang and just use the F to buy himself the space into the Realm of Yang here. Mike trying to cut him off, though, with these cannon shots, create some pressure. He's going to get some hit, but Spider, if he can just get inside this Realm of Yang, will have plenty of time to top back up before he has to take the fight. Sure enough, here it comes. Mike just going to look to repair in his face here. Spider coming away. Mike might have to try to invest his F here if he wants to stop Spider from going in. Doesn't look like he's going to. Spider will get into the Realm of Yang. It's going to be WBG Spider versus EWG Zerano. Yet again, Spider with the 2 nah here, so he doesn't have to waste resources. This is something Spider loves to do. This is a Soul Jade he's constantly looking for when playing here in the NBPL. Going to go airborne here, looking for the bow shots onto Arano. Decides not to go too high as we come in. He will catch the charge. Left click there out of the dagger, but we're going to see the Tesla ult invested. He's just going to use the F to cleanse that as soon as possible. He knows he needs to bait out Arano's F. He's not going to find it, though. He tries to find the ult through the pillar. Arano will find some huge damage there and swap to the cannon for some extra damage before Spider can get to his feet, but a massive parry coming in from Spider into the LMB follow-up is not going to get the full damage off of it, though, because the F invested on the side of EWG's Arano, but he's going to go ult for ult here onto Arano. I do believe Spider's comes out ever so slightly before. Both of them going to be stunned out. Spider will break free first. Going to look to keep the pressure up immediately with the swap to the ranged weapon there. Gets a ton of damage. And Arano 1 HP in a dream. He gets a parry, though, with the F coming back out from Spider, though. Going to keep him from finding any value of it. The re-F from Arano. He just needs to find a clank. There we go. He will find the charged LMB and take the elimination, or sorry, charged RMB with the hang sword there. He's going to find himself a legendary spear in the box as well to go with that lovely legendary hang sword.
That F from Spider coming off of cooldown, barely saving his life there at the very end. That fight could have been flipped around. He could have done that 1 HP in a dream comeback that we sometimes see, but WBG's Spider just too strong in the Realm of Yang. It was such a great mirror matchup fight to see. The way that they were going at each other, just back and forth, mirroring each other's movements, making it so difficult for them to get any sort of advantage in the fight over one another. But Spider does end up coming out on top. He did have a huge parry and was able to get that punish off, whereas the parry that's when Spider got parried, he had that F off of cooldown, was able to come back and turn the fight right around as soon as he got parried. WBG Spider now in full chase onto Alliance's Frostivus, who is down on the backside here. Purple dagger in hand, so it's going to be very difficult for Spider to catch up into the movement. Switches over to the gold hangsword from his gold spear that he has. We are seeing T225 as well trying to join up into this fight. Looks like DRG's Fang in the wings, waiting to see if anything can pop off for himself. OUG's Mike now on the other side, fighting off against EWG's Arano, who we saw lose to Spider in the Realm of Yang. We're going to see him with the dagger. He did parry off the Spider, sending cannon shots back and forth. Mike trying to go for a parry. We're going to see the overhold come off into the ultimate. Misses the ult. We're going to see the charge attack coming out from Mike into the 1-2, into the wisp, but Wang Liang coming in and stealing the kill from Mike. Mike able to pick up the Soul Bloom though, so he is going to be able to get a little bit of health back, trying to bring the fight around onto Wang Liang. Wang Liang is going to end up popping that Sheo ult. We're going to see the Temi ultimate come out, but misplaced by a hair as Wang Liang is going to be able to dodge out of it. We are going to see the first wisp come out from Mike, trying to see if he's able to catch Wang Liang in these, and it looks like he is going to be able to back off. So close to being able to come away with the kill onto both Mike and Arano, but Mike being able to grab that Soul Bloom first before Wang Liang was able to deal too much lethal damage over to him, and we see them both go for the reset.
We're going to see here now WBG Spider looking to pressure on to Frostivus. This is a little bit of a rivalry been building up here between WBG Spider and Frostivus. You know, last week during solos, we saw Frostivus say that he thinks fighting Spider is a lot easier than fighting OUG's Mike, and Spider trying to prove him wrong this week as we cut over to Jesus Railgun, finishing off an elimination onto Jail's AS. And that's going to send AS back to the lobby. WBG Spider here just completely locked in on Frostivus. Shots coming in from left and right. Spider trying to find the ult onto Frostivus through the wall. Not quite able to make it happen. Frostivus going to find a really good position here on the edge of his ult, trying to buy a full reset for himself. Spider not happy about that. He put in a lot of work there and was so close to that elimination, but the third party's coming through, really stopping him from finding the follow through. And Spider needs to be careful now. He will have one charge back up on his ultimate, but if he invests it with this many players around, it could be pretty bad if these players turn on. Wang Liang getting parried by a massive pole sword here from Mike. Mike gonna find huge damage and finally find an elimination and bring himself back into this game as we cut back up top. 6 players left remaining alive in the lobby. Spider finding a corner to get that 2-0 off here. Again, this has kind of been Spider's trademark recently, as he constantly looks for this Jade to find as much value as humanly possible. KLA's T225, 2 eliminations under his belt, looking to create some pressure. WBG Spider with Mike in his sights here, looking to make something happen on the bow. T225 just going to push past him, and Spider's like, I'm going to take my shot on Mike. I'll deal with you in a minute. T225 now looking to put pressure up on to Spider, keep Spider from being able to pressure onto Mike, and Spider says, fine, if you want to have the space, you can have it. I've got 6 eliminations. Again, Spider doesn't really need to force himself into a bad situation here. Yes, 2 more eliminations in a first place finish gets him over that 30-point threshold, but given where he's at, if he just takes this out and finds an MVP, there's no way he doesn't find it in game number 3, and he can kind of relax heading into the day. So no reason to spoil what is a good lobby for himself, trying to force a game 2 30-point threshold. We see OUG's Mike going to come down and get the legendary armor here as Spider once again trading blows here with Alliance's Frostivus. Frostivus caught out though. He does have the wisp, but he is going to get caught out by this, and this is going to be huge damage. Spider gonna send him airborne. Frostivus unfortunately can't use the wisp to get out of it because he's already in it. He will move in for a white armor swap. Spider going to back away here. Frostivus looking to get a little bit of a reset. Spider going to find one, knowing that he's in a good position given that Frostivus has that white armor. This legendary hangsword just putting in work. Ladies and gentlemen, there's no place for Frostivus to go. This is Spider finds 7. He needs 1 more elimination and a first place finish to walk away over the 30-point threshold.
And Spider, I feel like he might have heard the comment that Frostivus made, and he needed to prove a point there, saying it is way harder to fight me coming out and just absolutely blitzing his health down to 0. As we are flipping over to the other side, we are going to see the Temi ult get invested from OUG's Mike. Going to go for a bit of a reset here, replenish that gold armor. We do see the advanced heal coming out, giving him more value per pot than most of these other players, as KLA's T225 now being the target of the whole lobby, getting dangerously low here, is going to get killed. Oh my goodness! No way! Out of the blue, WBG's Spider coming through with a crazy bow shot to take the elimination. Now all he needs is an MVP, and he is going to be already going into a game 3 30-point threshold. Absolutely insane day from him so far. 8 kills on the board with 4 players left. This is looking increasingly possible that Spider is going to do the impossible, as Railgun almost eliminated there, going dangerously low on the buttery rocks on the face of this clip, and is going to end up getting a full reset and recovery here, but he did get targeted out super fast in that situation. It could be very risky for him to try and do something again. Spider already getting active a second time here onto OUG's Mike, gets the uppercut combo, is going to wait for the stun to come out, gets another follow-up, and he's in the shack, so nobody is going to be able to see and follow up. He's getting the scale rush, goes for the parry. Oh my goodness! WD Spider, 9 kills on the board, absolutely dominating this lobby so far. Railgun trying to come in for the third party, and he's zero banning everybody on these combos. Look at this. Absolutely insane right now. WBG Spider fighting against Railgun in the shack, is going to be taking a lot of damage. Goes for that armor swap here, back to the purple armor. This could be it for him here, as we are going to see a Banesmith getting dropped on this area as well, but everyone's backing off, and it looks like Spider's going to be able to escape with his life here. Maybe trying to go for that gold armor, but Railgun, without any more timer left on his ult, knows he needed to back off, otherwise he would have been in a lot of trouble. 3 players left. I have no idea what's going on, or I'm just oh dude, my goodness.
I told you it was going to be a very different game if WBG Spider finds his game 1 MVP. This is Spider, man. If he has a good mental start to the day, he is very hard to stop. This man steam rolls lobbies. Like, he literally, I mean, he's so close to that match point 30-point threshold heading into game number 3. Spider, able to dodge 1, able to dodge 2 off the scale rush. Spider really wants to go in and get that legendary armor for himself. He's playing a very risky game in this Bane's Breath. I think he finally has decided, like, hey, it's not worth it. DRG's Fong just gonna kind of grief him out from being able to do it here. So Spider gonna go look for the 2-Na reset inside the Bane Breath. Luckily, doesn't get dropped on his head there.
Fire there.
Railgun sitting up top. DRG's Fang, Railgun, and Spider, your last 3 players left remaining alive with 4 minutes and 32 seconds. It's going to be interesting to see if anybody wants to take a fight here. Fong really trying to put the pressure on to Spider. I think Fong knows that how many times, you know, Spider has picked up eliminations here, that things could go very poorly heading into game number 3 if he doesn't pick up an elimination here. Spider trying to break away those cannon shots, really putting in pressure. Railgun also feeling that same pressure, is like, we need to eliminate Spider here. Spider just trying to keep it away. Those cannon shots, though, putting work. Spider really finding himself in a very poor situation here. He's got both of these players coming in on him. Spider invests the ultimate, is going to whiff the parry there, but no punish coming in from Railgun. Spider going to go for the left off the hang sword into the cancel, looking for some damage there, but unfortunately, Spider will go down, and he's 0.8 points away. If he had made one more position or one more elimination, he would have been there, ladies and gentlemen. Now we're going to see the fight play out between Railgun and DRG's Fang. They keep Spider from hitting the 30-point threshold by less than a point, ladies and gentlemen. Spider just needed to live one more. I think both of these players understood the situation they were in, even though they can't see the scoreboard right now, and said, we've got to do something about it. Railgun now trying to turn it on to Fang, but Fang here, again, very interesting situation for Railgun to be in. There's the teleport. He's going to use the V just to break away from the teleport on into 2, but Railgun really doesn't have a lot of options here. There we go. He will be able to get away from the teleport that time. Railgun still holding on for dear life here, but the zone does so much damage. He's got to be so careful about playing around where he is right now. He needs to find a reset here. Fong going to take the opportunity to look for one as well. We're going to go to the neutral gameplay here. Railgun almost ends it all for himself, as we're going to see both these players take the full reset set before re-engaging. Railgun will get it here. Fong with the armor advantage, looking to come in, both of them with their F available. Railgun gonna take some hits from the back there with the dagger, will invest the F. He's not gonna get the full hit there, but he will get the damage reduction for the time being. Fong trying to come in, looking for those dagger clicks. Railgun, no armor. He tries to go for it. He goes for a little bit of the overhold off of the staff, but playing safety RG's Fang, tap dodges out of range, is able to come back in, take control of the neutral one more time.